Hi, in this video I'd like to show you how we can write files and read from files using another method. We're going to use the file class share methods. These particular methods are also in the system.io library. When I say methods, I just mean functions. You can use the IO prefix just like before, but for some of these, well, the ones that I will show you, you don't need to close the file, and that kind of saves time. So let's get started. Alright, so what we'll do is, what I've done is I've created a, where am I? I'm lost. I've created a new button called File Reader Writer with shared methods. So I've created that there. I'm just going to delete that and just show you again. So so what we can do is we can go IO dot, and then instead of dot stream reader writer like before, we're going to write file. And this particular class has a bunch of methods, or rather functions, with that we can use with dot, and then there's a bunch of functions there. And the one that the few that we're going to use is we're going to use write all text. Where is it? Write all text. I'll just write all text. Write all text, and I can specify a path. So let's say I'll create a new file called happy.txt, and then I can just write the text that I want inside there. There's a bunch of text in there straight away. All right. So, and you don't need to close it, and the writing of the text is there. So if you've got a bunch of text that you just want to dump out, there you go. You just dump that right out. Okay. Let's just try that. Oh, before I do that, let's just grab this process.start and open up that folder and see if that new file created itself. Let's try that. And then happy, there you go, that's a bunch of text. So much quicker than the other technique, but you don't have to find control, like you can write each line, you can kind of customize and write each line. You just got to write everything. You just got, this is just basically useful for just a big dump. I could do a big dump as well. What I could do is I could just read from this file, and then I can read from info.text, what's inside there, we can find out later, and just dump it into it. So let's do that. Well, first let's read this file and put it in a message box. So what I'll do is I'll get rid of that because I know it's creating it. I've already created this file, so I don't need to do it again. So what I now could do is I could go io.file.read all text. I'll read happy.txt, and what I'll do is I'll shove it somewhere. I'll just shove it into some result, and I'll just message box that right out, and let's have a look at what happens. There you go. So it's popped right out there into the message box. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I want to, whatever's inside this other file, info.text, I want to display it. I want to copy it into happy.txt. Let's do that. So that's our goal. Our goal is, I'll just run this again. I'll just show you. Our goal is whatever's in this thing, which is all that, I want to put into happy. Happy can be empty. I'll make happy empty for now. So happy is empty, and I want to copy whatever's in there into there. So I'm not going to do a file copy. I'm just going to read into our computer, our program, and then write it back out into happy. Let's do that. We'll get rid of all that. Let's do that. Oh, well, I could have reused that, but anyway, I can retype it. So what we want to do is going to go io.file read all text, and we're going to read it from info.txt. We'll go dim info, because we need to put it somewhere. So that reads all of the stuff into there. Now we're going to take this and we're going to go io.file.write all text info, and I need to specify where I want to write it. I'm going to write in happy.txt, and I'm just going to make that capital because it just looks better. and that's it. That's just one step. Read from this file, write into that file. Then what I'll do is I'll process.start the current. Actually, you notice that before this is opening the current directory. I can just open the actual file. So I'm just going to go with Notepad. I want it to directly programmatically open the happy.txt. So hopefully this will open this text. So get that, chuck it into there, then open it and show us. So I don't have to go and find it myself. Okay. There we go. And in happy.txt, we've got the information. All right, so why would we do that? Why would we do this? Well, you see, normally we don't do this. We don't just copy here and here. Then I'll just do a file copy. There is an actual file copy. I think there's a IO.file copy. I can't remember. Let me just check file. Is there a copy? Yeah, there's a copy. There's a file copy. There's a direct file copy. So you can actually do that. So this is really just a file copy. But the reason why you do that is you might want to modify info. You might want to, I don't know, add a few more things to it. You know, copyrighted. You know, you might want to modify, change it a bit, and then resave it. Let's try that. So you got copyrighted there. So that's probably that's the reason. Okay. So that's how we use the file, these methods: read all text and write all text. There's plenty of other stuff that you can do, but ultimately this should get you through the course. Thank you for listening.